The message came at 3:11 a.m. A single notification, one line, 12 words that sliced through the dark like they'd been waiting for me. You should know what she's doing when you're not home. No name, no hint, just that. I stared at the ceiling for a long moment, letting the glow from the screen paint my room in a cold, blue accusation. My wife slept beside me, her back turned, breathing slow and even. Too even. Like someone rehearsing sleep rather than falling into it. I didn't wake her. I didn't reply. I simply lay there, hands under my head, listening to the quiet weight of something shifting in my life. Subtle at first, then louder, sharper, insistent. A fracture. A whisper beneath the ribs. A reminder that nothing stays hidden forever. By sunrise, I had convinced myself the message was spam, a prank, some drunk stranger with the wrong number. But the lie didn't settle. It moved beneath my skin, restless. Her father, CEO, king of a corporate empire, commander of everyone's silence, had smirked at me the night before during Thanksgiving rehearsal dinner. Said something offhand, something I didn't fully register. Some men don't know what's slipping right through their fingers. No reason, no context, just a smirk, a private joke. I'd ignored it then, but the message made it echo. And echoes are dangerous, because they lead you places you were never supposed to go. The days that followed came with inconsistencies, small ones, the kind you can ignore the first time, tolerate the second, and fear by the third. A late meeting that didn't match her calendar, a perfume that wasn't hers clinging faintly to a jacket, a pause, one beat too long before she answered a simple question. She smiled more at her phone than she had at me in months, and every time she did, something in me tightened. I watched without reacting. That was my survival tactic, control the surface while the inside rearranged itself into something colder, sharper, more observant. Her father's voice kept replaying. "Still playing with your little investments?" He said it with a laugh, loud enough for the table to hear. Everyone smirked. Everyone except her. She didn't look at me then. She looked down. And I felt something subtle break. Her father always saw me as a small man with small ambitions. Too quiet, too patient, too composed. He didn't know that patience is its own weapon. Quiet is a mask. Composure is strategy. I began noticing her patterns, morning routines shifting, sudden plans, new clothes that weren't for work. She avoided my gaze when she thought I was studying her. I wasn't studying. I was waiting. The betrayal wasn't obvious yet, but its shadow was already stretching across the room. The kind of shadow that grows from something alive and moving. I didn't ask questions. Asking gives someone the chance to lie. Instead, I stored every detail, every silence, every inconsistency, each one quietly building the shape of a truth I wasn't ready to face, but one I would face on my own terms, in my own time. Secrets are like embers. Sometimes you let them burn slow, so when the fire comes, it consumes everything exactly when you want it to. I started with the easy steps, a background check on a number she dialed often, a subtle mirror placed behind her in the hallway, angled toward her inbox when she typed, an app on her phone installed during a moment she left it charging unattended. I didn't rush. You don't rush when you're building certainty. Late one evening, I found a name, someone from her father's company, a man with a reputation for late-night collaborations, a man whose travel schedule suddenly matched hers. That was the second crack. The third came from the DNA kit I ordered and placed neatly on the table one morning, pretending it was a promotion gift from the health plan. She laughed nervously, then put it away without opening it. She never used it. People avoid what might expose them. I watched her day by day, her nervous laughter, her sudden defensiveness, her persistent need to fill silence with explanations I never asked for. Inside, I felt a coldness forming. Not anger, not sadness, something cleaner, simpler, purpose-driven. Her father's presence made everything worse. He kept making comments, subtle prods disguised as jokes. Some men don't pay attention until it's too late. Opportunity slips away if you don't hold it tight. He said these while she watched him with a strange expression, half guilt, half fear. Not fear of him, fear of exposure. Thanksgiving dinner arrived. Their mansion, the long table, the image of family perfection. I took my seat beside her father. He poured himself a drink, leaned close and whispered, "Still playing with your little investments?" The table chuckled on cue. I kept eating, silent, controlled, unmoved. He thought he'd won something, but I already knew. Her phone had synced the night before. Her messages, her photos, her schedule, and then the financial documents, the transferred shares, the secret meetings, the plan her father had orchestrated with her lover to force a takeover, using her to access my accounts, my strategies, my investments. Infidelity wasn't the betrayal. She was helping him strip me bare. I chewed my food slowly, the storm inside me quiet and sharp. Some truths don't shatter you. Some truths refine you. The evidence arrived that morning, right before Thanksgiving dinner. A digital folder, dozens of emails, meeting logs, audio clips, her voice, his voice, confirmation. I didn't confront her. I didn't confront him. Confrontation gives power to the guilty. Instead, I spent the next hours executing a different plan. One patient investors understand better than anyone. I sold everything, every share I owned in her father's company, every bond, every silent investment he didn't even know I held. $250 million in total, quietly, legally, strategically. And I timed it for the exact moment he would feel the blow. Thanksgiving dinner, mid-laugh, mid-insult. His assistant burst into the room, breathless, pale, trembling. "Sir, your major shareholder just sold everything. The stock is plummeting." Silence. Forks paused. Eyes widened. Her father froze, wine still at his lips. She looked at me. And for the first time all month, I looked back. Calm, cold, unblinking. Her face drained. She knew. Not how much I knew, but that I knew something. Her father's voice cracked as he demanded numbers, updates, reasons. I slid my phone onto the table. One file open, one recording. Her voice saying everything. The emails, the plan, the affair. Her father grabbed the phone. He listened. His face collapsed into a shape no one had ever seen on him. Fear. She covered her mouth, shaking. I just watched. Still, steady, detached. Sometimes silence is the most brutal confrontation of all. He whispered my name like a plea. I didn't answer. He wanted an explanation, but explanations are for equals. He wanted mercy, but mercy is for the remorseful. He wanted control back, but control belongs to whoever moves last. I stood slowly, napkin placed with precision on the table. "I didn't trap you," I said quietly, eyes shifting between him and his daughter. "You did this yourselves. I just let the truth arrive on schedule." Her breath caught, his hands shook. The room felt smaller. I walked to her side, placed a thin envelope in front of her. Inside, printed copies of the messages, the hotel receipts, a detailed timeline. No accusations, no theatrics, just truth. Cold, undeniable truth. She opened it with trembling fingers. Her eyes flicked up to me, pleading, breaking. I didn't offer comfort. Comfort is a reward. Her father slammed a fist onto the table, shouting orders, demanding someone fix this disaster. But you can't fix a freefall once the momentum takes over. Stocks live on confidence, and I had just removed it. He knew it, I knew it, she knew it. I leaned in slightly, voice low enough only they could hear. You underestimated the quiet one. The color drained from both their faces. Then I walked out, slow, measured steps. No rush. Power never rushes. The night air was cold outside their mansion, still, uncomplicated. My car waited at the curb, engine humming softly. Steady, dependable, mine. I didn't look back. Not once. Behind me, signatures of panic erupted. Doors slamming, voices rising, chaos blooming in the place that had mocked me hours earlier. But chaos wasn't mine to manage anymore. Silence settled inside me like a final truth. A clean wound, sharp but closing. I didn't win, I didn't lose. I simply reclaimed what was always mine. My clarity. People think revenge feels like fire. It doesn't. It feels like absence. Like deleting a number you once memorized. Like watching a bridge burn while you stand miles away untouched by the heat. I drove into the night with a strange stillness in my chest, an emptiness that felt like freedom. Some betrayals break you. Some betrayals build you. And some just reveal who was small all along. I never needed to raise my voice. I only needed to let them hear themselves.